And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 56 is the mic. Hey, Echo. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get ready.
On first down, McCoy. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 25, check 25, check 25. Under 10, 10. Check 61, matchbox lights. Smooth.
From the 41, McCoy. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Blue draw Corkers.
From the gun, McCoy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
Let's get it.
The 21-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I got you. I got you. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Go, wait.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Catch made by Slayton. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Complete to Darius Slayton. 1st and
Ready.
goal.
Flag,
The
we're going
5-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, let's go.
They'll run with Lindsey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
The Packers' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check, check.
One more time with Lindsey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Right there, 56. We own them. We own them. 56 to Mike. 50. Flip it. Come on.
3rd and goal, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Hey, zoom. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Down.
Throwing on 1st down. McCoy. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. He's driven.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, McCoy looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, McCoy. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Shift! Watch the shift! You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 29, McCoy. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
That's good. Packers, first down. 1st and 10.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Easy. Follow. 57, Mike. It's just me.
First down, Winston. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
X3, 218, chop.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Speed grip.
Now McCoy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
White 25. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run here with Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They go play action. Winston. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, Albert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the gun, McCoy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's McCoy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Winston now from the 50. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A final shot before break. McCoy. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got nothing. Great, Timothy.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
Hopper. 56. Flip it. Check 56. Look slow. Watch the curls. Mike 56.
Jameis now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Lindsey. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Great, Timothy. Shift. 5-0.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On the set.
On first down, McCoy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, orbit. Mike. He can't hang. 5.
From the 45 on second down, McCoy. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCoy. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
15 line. 15 line. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, defense, let's go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
From the gun on third down, McCoy. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run by Lindsey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
A gain of 12.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Green, Timothy.
The first down throw for Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, McCoy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. McCoy. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
55. Hey, eat.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. McCoy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, high 7. Five.
On 3rd and 2. McCoy. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. McCoy now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Albert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 32.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And McCoy loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
I got you.
Hey, seam 6. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, McCoy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
At their 48-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
Wait. Let's go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Exit.
And they will take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Atlanta, that early momentum continues here as they